If you've ever played Metal Gear Solid 3, you might be familiar with this voice line.
I want some more.
Now, Snake only says that for a couple foods, but one of them memorably is Calorie Mate. Now, if you never lived in Japan or visited Japan or whatever, you might not have had it, and that's just because it's only sold in Japan. But you might be wondering, is it actually that good? And that's what we're gonna try to find out today, hopefully. So I have here every single flavor of the block form of Calorie Mate. Now I specify block because, believe it or not, they actually do sell Calorie Mate in different like forms. There's the jelly form and the drink form, and then some other thing for like long shelf life if you're going to be putting it in like an emergency kit or something like that. We're just going to focus on the block form today because that's all I have. But if you want to see like a video of the other ones, like let me know, I guess, like leave a comment and I'll see if I can make that happen. But we're just going to see whether or not the block form of Calorie Mate is actually decently good, or at least good enough to like eat on a regular basis. So there are 5 different flavors of Calorie Mate. In the block form at least. So just going from left to right here, we have maple, fruits, cheese, chocolate, and vanilla. Now I've tried several of these, but I haven't tried all of them. I haven't tried fruit actually and vanilla, so hopefully those will be okay. There used to be a plain flavor, but that's been replaced by vanilla. I don't know if it's because it wasn't good or it oddly tasted like vanilla. So in no particular order, I guess we'll just start opening these and tasting these. Now I'm actually not that hungry. I don't really want to eat Calorie Mate. So the thing about Calorie Mate is one pack like this, it's 2 packages of 2 bars each, and each bar is 100 calories. So that makes it really easy to like remember how much you're eating if you're counting calories. If you are counting macronutrients though, it's going to be like way more difficult to like remember that. They're not like round numbers, but it'll be on the back here. Like here's what the macros are if you're curious. So this is the maple. And yeah, here's what a bar looks like. I guess it looks like a typical biscuit. Like there's nothing to it. Like it looks like a really simple food. Like it's not anything I would like reach for immediately unless I was specifically seeking out just 100 calories worth of biscuit or whatever. So here we go. This is the maple flavor. So it is extremely dry. It's really dense. If you've had Calorie Mate before, that's not a surprise. It's just like really dry. You might want to grab a drink with this as well if you are eating it. But in terms of like flavor, yeah, I guess it is maple. They didn't lie there. It is what it is. It's really crumbly, incredibly dense. Just like, yeah, it just dries out your mouth. I had to rate that. I guess I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Like I don't know if that's being like too generous or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It smells like maple too, so I actually, it's definitely one of the better ones, I think. Alright, moving on. So this is fruits. Like literally, it just says fruits. If you're wondering like specifically like what fruits, it doesn't say. Again, it's another foil pack. They're all color-coded, by the way, so if you like, I don't know, if you're in a rush in a grocery store or whatever and you really want Calorie Mate and you remember that, no, fruits is always green, you can just grab that and it'll be fruits. It's actually not bad. It's really dry, like Calorie Mate is. I don't know. I mean, I guess it is slightly fruity and slightly sweet. I don't know like what fruit it would be, like kind of like maybe berry, like kind of berry-ish. It's pretty good. I would also give this 7 out of 10. Okay, let's move on to like a flavor that I actually have tried before. Let's do cheese. Now cheese is a interesting one because I mean like just the name cheese itself is super like vague. Like there's so many different types of cheese or whatever. And processed cheese already is bad, but when you try to make something cheese flavored and make it a biscuit, it's not really good, usually. Calorie Mate tends to crumble a lot. It's really crumbly. So I would expect whatever service you're eating to get just like pretty messy. Cheese flavored Calorie Mate never tastes like cheese. I don't know what cheese that is supposed to be. It's really dry like Calorie Mate often is. But it's like a slight, I don't know, it's slightly sweet, I guess. It's like a slightly sweet tasting bread. Except if it wasn't actually bread, it was just like a biscuit, and that's what it is. If you wanted like a plain Calorie Mate, cheese is probably the closest thing to that. I just don't think it tastes like cheese. It's kind of indescribable. I don't know, I guess that would probably be like a 6. It's not the worst, but certainly not the best. And definitely does not taste like cheese. All right, let's move on to chocolate. Chocolate probably is my favorite flavor of the block types. Not because it tastes a lot like chocolate, but just because it's the most like well-rounded flavor, I guess. Like it tastes kind of like a thing I might grab and not like a health food, I guess. Up until now, all the Calorie Mate blocks have like looked the same, right? It's kind of that beige looking, biscuit looking thing, but the thing about the chocolate biscuits is that they actually do look like a chocolate biscuit, I guess. It's kind of like if you have like a chocolate cake that you left out for a long ass time, that you just forgot about it. And then it got incredibly dry. And then you tried to like re-moisturize it in some way. And that's the best way I could describe that. It's not overly sweet or anything like that. It's like it's a pretty like mild chocolate taste, so it's not too bad. It's definitely my go-to when it comes to Calorie Mate. Like that's the one I often reach for if I am in the mood for Calorie Mate. But yeah, I don't know. I would probably give that like a 7.5 out of 10. This is marginally better than maple in my opinion. Let's move on to the last flavor here. So this is vanilla. Again, this is the newest of the block flavors. It replaced plain, so I've yet to try this one. I honestly don't have much hopes for this. I don't think it's going to be very good, but here we go. So the packaging for the vanilla block type is going to be blue. It's a blue font now, and the foil pack, I guess, is also blue. So again, if you have like a bunch of these in your bag for whatever reason, like more than one, and you are in a hurry, they're all color-coded, thankfully. All right, so this is vanilla. You know what? That's actually really good. For 4 Calorie Mate, there's like an asterisk there. It's pretty good. It is sweeter, I would say, than like chocolate or maple or fruits even. I think that might be the sweetest Calorie Mate. And it kind of does taste like vanilla. It does have like a vanilla taste to it. Since it is Calorie Mate, it is incredibly dry. Like I highly recommend like making sure you have like a drink with you when you eat Calorie Mate. Yeah, overall, I would say it's got a pretty mild vanilla smell and taste to it. It's pretty good. It is a little bit sweeter than the other ones. That might be the best one. I think vanilla is the best one. I have to give that. That's probably going to be like a 7.8, 7.9 maybe on a good day. I'm surprised by that, actually. All right, so that is every single block type Calorie Mate flavor there is. Again, if you are visiting Japan or maybe you just moved to Japan or whatever and you're like, I need a health food to start my day with, Calorie Mate's okay. Like, it's not my favorite, but it is convenient. Like I said, you do know exactly how many calories you're consuming. It's just 100 calories per bar. So if you have like one of the block packages, like the double pack like we have like right here, you immediately know it's going to be like 400 calories and you can just eat that and kind of not worry about it. Again, in no particular order in terms of like what the flavors were, we have cheese, that's going to be like in the black font. We have chocolate in the chocolate font, fruits, and then we had maple and vanilla. If I had to pick one to recommend, I would have to be vanilla, but if not that, then for sure the chocolate. Is it actually that good? Is it as good as what I was expecting? Yes and no. I mean, when you hear Snake say, "I want some more," you kind of get the impression that it's like the best like snack there is, and that's just not the case. It's fine. It's aggressively fine. It's very okay. Maybe try it once, I guess. If you played Metal Gear Solid 3 and you're like, hey, like, I want to try that, go ahead, try it. And you'll probably be whelmed at best, so I don't know. But no, it's a handy snack. I've had my fair share of Calorie Mate. And yeah, it's alright. Alright, that's gonna do it for now, so I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I did. Again, if you want to see a video on the other types of Calorie Mates, like the jelly or the drink, I don't know, let me know. Just leave a comment and I'll see if I can make that happen. Thanks for watching, I super appreciate it. So I hope you have a super fantastic day. If you want the sub, go ahead, leave a subscription. I would appreciate it, but of course, if not, at least have a super fantastic day. All right, see you next time. Take care.